Could the New England Patriots trade Jarrett Stidham, the quarterback, to the Houston Texans? That's the topic of today's video here. Comes to us from Bleacher Report. They went through one trade each NFL team could make before the season. Their suggestion, the Patriots take Jarrett Stidham, and they give him to their friends in Houston, the Texans. Now, I will make note, the Houston Texans currently have, and I'm rounding here, all of the former Patriots already on the roster. They have acquired almost 15 of them at this point, which is a wild number, even in the offseason with the 90-man rosters for an NFL team. So I do want to break down some how this could maybe work out and maybe why it won't work out for both sides. On the Patriots side, I think they would happily find a trade partner if they could for Jarrett Stidham. We have seen him, briefly in his young NFL career. 8 games in total, and not good. 50% completion percentage, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He couldn't get playing time last year when the Patriots were not playing well and they were just in a bad shape at the quarterback position. I don't think he's very good. So to answer my own upcoming question here, namely who would say no to a potential trade, I think it's the Texans. I don't think Houston would want Jarrett Stidham, but you guys can let me know what you think in the comment section. Who would say no, assuming it's a late round pick that Houston gives up in exchange for Jarrett Stidham? Get your votes in. T for the Texans or type in P for the Patriots. Again, I think right now New England doesn't need Jarrett Stidham. He's not their young developmental guy. That's Mac Jones. That's his role. He is the future, and we'll go more in depth on him in just a second. But I think in reality, the Patriots aren't in need of a player like Stidham. They got Brian Hoyer. Cam Newton is a better football player. They claim Jake Dolegala off of waivers. Not that it really matters, but Stidham's role isn't present anymore. He's at best a future backup for New England. In Houston, he would at least potentially be the guy. And look, Deshaun Watson, in a really one of the weirdest stories I've seen in camp, is currently out there hanging out as like a scout team guy, which just blows my mind. Like, that doesn't make any sense. It's Deshaun Watson. Yeah, he's done in Houston, but Tyrod Taylor's a stopgap guy. Jeff Driscoll can be the backup. We'll get to Davis Mills more in a minute. But, look, the role for Stidham is developmental potential franchise quarterback, which I don't think he's going to be. And in Houston, I still don't think he ends up being that. Look, they took Davis Mills, I think kind of weirdly, in round 3. He is the young developmental guy because this regime drafted him. The Patriots regime drafted Mac Jones in round 1. So I don't think there's much trade value right now for Stidham. A, I don't think he's that good. And then B, does either team even need him? Texans got Davis Mills. Long term, maybe he's the guy, maybe he's not. But with the limits on snaps and everything, you can only give one guy true developmental reps. The Patriots, meanwhile, look, Mac Jones is their guy. So I think New England would love to find a way to get somebody, maybe it's Houston, to trade for Jarrett Stidham, even for a late-round pick swap. That'd be a win for the Patriots. But right now, I think it's pretty obvious, guys. Stidham's future in New England is over if he ever really had one. He's not the guy in New England, and I don't think he's going to be the guy anywhere in the NFL because, frankly, trust him as a backup? I certainly don't.